the Double XL decided to release their freshman class of 2025, and everyone's super excited. We're all excited. We always are going on Twitter, checking our notifications every day, just wondering when is the Double XL going to announce the freshman list of this year. And they did, and it was shit as usual. And if you couldn't tell, I was sarcastic in the beginning. No one's really excited for the Double XL list, although they always get views on Twitter. I got like almost 3 million impressions, so that's good for them. um but yeah, let's talk about it because this list was pretty bad. It's usually pretty bad. It's not the worst list. It's not. I think one of the worst lists was like 2022, maybe 2021. I don't know, but they haven't been good since 2020. I think 2020 was the last time it was great. Good. I don't know about great, but it was solid. But yeah, let's talk about it because oh boy, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I have stuff written in my notes here. So let's talk about it. So basically, we have the list itself. Put it on screen. We have J-Lo, G-Lo, how do you ever say his name? We have Laserdisc 700, Ray Vaughn, Samara Sin, Nino Pade, Low Shimmy, 1900, Rugrat, YTB Fat, Baby Chief Do It, Ian, and M Triplin. M Triplin. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce any of their names, but yeah, just reading off from my list of notes that I have here. Uh, their biggest stars on this list is undoubtedly J Lo and Ian, and that's it. I don't. It doesn't even come close, in my opinion. Out of this whole list, I've heard of 4 out of the 11 names that I just listed for you. If you know more than 4 than 11, yeah, you're very niche. You probably listen to a lot of underground stuff. I never heard of Samara Sin or Low Shimmy or 1900 Rugrat. Never heard their names. The only people I've ever heard of was J Lo, Laserdisc, M Triplin, and Ian. That's it. Never heard of any of the other people. And I mean, I guess that's the point of a freshman list is that you're not really a known commodity, and you're trying to get there. And in my opinion, just end the list. Just end it. Don't do this ever again. Retire it. Abandon it. Just act like it's never happened. Write it in the dust and just sign off on it. Why are we still doing this? We're just forcing it for the sake of forcing it. Back then, it felt organic because I felt like there's so many artists elevating and getting to the top of the game, like people like Uzi, Cardi, Trippie Redd, JID, the baby at the time, Lil TJ, Polo G. Again, these are guys that are in the beginning of their stage of their career. Now, I mean, where they are now, I don't really know. There's A Boogie, XXL. The list goes on forever, right? J. Cole, he was there in the beginning at some point. You could list a bunch of people, and yeah, it was great. It makes sense because it felt organic, it felt earned, it felt deserved. But now these days, I don't think so. I think you should just end the list and call it a day. There's a reason why I think you should just end the list. I think it is the hardest ever to blow up as a rapper right now. It really is, and it's simply just because of saturation. It is too easy to do everything. It's too easy to just pick up a microphone. It's too easy to just make your own beats. It's too easy to record a music video. It's too easy to edit your own videos. It's too easy to get people to work with you. It's too easy to find a photographer. It's too easy to upload on YouTube. It's too easy to upload on SoundCloud. It's too easy to record a trailer. It's too easy to do all this stuff. It is. It simply is too easy to do all this stuff, and that's the reason why hip hop is feels so dead right now and there's no new stars being made. It's simply just because it's just too easy to do anything. The barrier to entry is like nothing. You can start recording on your phone for God's sake. It's too easy, and that's just the problem with it. Is that if when you make things too easy for everyone to do, there's a saturation in the market. There is a plethora of supply and just not as much demand. Right? If there's 20 people dropping on Friday and only one of me, and I know I gotta wake up at 5 in the morning for work the next day, I'm not tuning into all 20 guys. Right? That's the only reason why I've heard of maybe 4 of these people. And I think I've heard of maybe 6 songs in total collectively from this list. Is that a problem? Maybe. I think it is problematic because if I don't know any of these people and I don't really care about any of them, why am I going to tune in for this list? My opinion, you just axe this list and just stop doing it. I think they're doing it because maybe they have a contract they need to fulfill or whatever, and they just got to do it every year because I just feel like all they do is just go through their following list and they're like, let's pick this guy, let's pick this girl, let's pick this guy, let's pick a girl here, that's good enough, and just call it a day. Because I feel like that's what they've just been doing for the past couple years. I think 2020 was the last time I think we've had a solid list. But ever since then, I just think it's been really manufactured of just it just feels like they just go through a follow list and just pick random people. And in my opinion, that's problematic because now you just get lists of people just having someone garbage freestyles that people post on Twitter and make fun of, or just people not really caring about it. Like I don't tune in for it. I think the last time I tuned in was 2020 or 2021 because I've heard some comments about it and I wanted to check it out, and then that was it. I don't care about this. I'm not gonna tune in for any of their lists, their freestyles, the ciphers. I'm not gonna tune in for any of that because I just think it's pointless. What is the point? I don't care. So in my opinion, just get rid of the list. And in my opinion, here is my proposition. Whether it's the same XXL, another company, corporation, doesn't matter, because in my opinion, it's just been complete garbage since 2020. I say we introduce a new list, something new. But this time, it's not freshmen, it's not up and comers, it's veterans. Why don't we do the same thing, but for the older heads, or just guys who are actually established? Like, I don't know, Baby Keem. Baby Keem was important in 2020. What if we rerun it with him? What if we use Cardi? What if we use guys like maybe Ken Carson? Or we can use a guy like Lil Tecca. Or we can use a guy like literally anyone, really. Why not just use fucking, imagine getting Travis Scott on there, or having a whole label, Opium, Cardi, Destroy Lonely, Kid Carson, Homicide Gang. People care about them. You could do that. You could do something with Cactus Jack. What if we had Travis Scott, Don Toliver, Sheck West, Sofago? Apparently he signed a new artist, put him on there too. Something. Like, we could do something exciting. Maybe Eminem. You know, we could get a producer on there. Maybe Metro Boomin. Like, wouldn't that be cool? I know people are gonna. I get the biggest problem I'm seeing with this is who's gonna finance it, who's gonna do it, and there's too many beefs. Like, let's just be honest. There's a lot of rappers who just don't like each other, right? I'm just putting an idea out there that sounds cool, like the senior double XL. What if we run it back with Uzi again? Huh? What if we throw in 21 Savage on there again? A Lil Yachty, you know? Or just simply just artists who just maybe never made it or whatever. Right? I think it would be cool. It'd be a nice touch. Do that. Maybe mix them from other previous years, or just established veterans or goats from this time. Maybe you want to do something with Kendrick Lamar. He seems to be more collaborative these days. You could do something with SZA, Doja Cat, literally anything. I'm just literally just throwing an idea out there. I think that'd be cool. But again, I think there's a lot of problems with that. But that's just, that's just me fantasizing of what could be a possibility, because the Double XL freshman list is so dead. No one cares about it. I mean, people always check it out just to see how garbage it is. I feel like people don't really check it out to see, oh, I'm super excited. No, we just check it out to see who is on it, and we can clown on it, because I think that's all we do. That's what we've been doing for the past 5 years, really. That's what it feels like. And yeah, I don't really see the point of doing this, because there's nothing to it. There really isn't. Like, it's not compelling enough because people don't know these people, and it's like, why should I tune in for a person I don't even know about? I mean, sure, maybe someone's gonna get some traction, right? You're gonna get some new fans, maybe, but the minority are checking this out. Most people don't even know about the Double XL these days. They don't, right? When you have the new gen bumping people like Cardi, when Cardi was in the Double XL, it was like 2017. That was 8 years ago. And the people growing up right now probably don't even know what the Double XL is right now. It's a problem when your biggest star is Ian and J-Lo. J-Lo is a failed NBA star, and we're putting him on here because he had one hit. I mean, sure. I mean, I guess do it, but yeah, this list needs to end. I don't know why we're still doing this list, because I just think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of everyone's time. I remember when Twitch streamers or YouTubers, whatever, used to react to it, and they used to pull thousands of views. They're pulling a lot. They almost pull millions of views. These days, no one cares anymore. No one's pulling views from that anymore, right? Unless you're just making a fun reaction out of it, but just like, no one cares. I just don't think anyone cares, and it doesn't really matter how. I just don't understand why they're still doing it, because they barely even draw any numbers to the channel. Like, why do we still do it? I just think it's the point is just getting clips of people making fun of their freestyles or the ciphers. And that's it. Like, the most exciting part of the list back in the day, I'm not even that old. I'm not even going to say back in the day. But when I remember when I tuned in for 2020, at the time in 2020, I was a huge fan of Polo G. I remember when he was on it, and he was on the Double XL, right? His freestyle, I tuned in for. I remember TJ was on there, Broad Wave, 24K Golden was on there, Baby Keem was on there. There's some other artists I don't remember who were on there on the top of my head, but that was exciting, and you were excited for the cipher. Everyone would tune in for the cipher. People were excited for it, and now these days, people don't even care who's even on the list. So like, how are we gonna not even care about who's on the list, and we're suddenly supposed to care about the freestyles and the ciphers. Like, come on. It's just a joke. I don't even think they haven't changed anything. Notice how they always do the same stuff. They react to tweets. They do their ABCs. They do the freestyles. The cipher, and that is it. And then they just call it a day, move on with their lives, and that's it. And it's just like they haven't changed the formula at all in years. At least try to switch it up if you want people to care. And I just think if you keep doing the same thing every year, no one's gonna care. Especially when hip hop is not producing any new artists. I mean, they could have tried getting Doshi on here. That would have been kind of cool, I guess. Even though I don't like Doshi, but she would have been the biggest star on there easily. But yeah, I mean, I think this list and this whole thing is problematic when no one gives a fuck.